Let's start with recognizing a nice, easy cadence. So this one, basically you have the choice of perfect or imperfect, okay? So if I just play you, for example, this key chord of G major, okay? And Rishabh, this is for you. All right, can you identify this as perfect or imperfect? And you get it twice. Okay, what do you think that is, Rishabh?
I think it's imperfect.
Correct. Very good. Right, now I'm going to jump up to grade 7. Okay, the cadence question in grade 7 also includes a new cadence, the interrupted cadence. Are we all happy with what that involves?
No.
Okay, now an interrupted cadence ends on chord 6 in a major key, and chord 6 in a major key sounds minor. That's it. So if you hear a cadence that was going to go perfect and then suddenly switches direction and goes minor at the end, that's a good clue that it's an interrupted cadence. So we're going to do this one for Rachel, okay? It might not be interrupted, it might be perfect or imperfect again, okay?
So what's the difference then between the interrupted and the imperfect, which would be sound like a minor or relative minor?
Chord 5 is the last chord in an imperfect, and chord 5 is a major chord. Have a try this one. This is for Rachel.
That's an interrupted cadence.
So you think the last chord is minor, do you?
Yeah.
No, actually that is major. So that's an imperfect cadence. Okay. Let's try an E minor chord. What cadence is that?
Perfect.
No. Davey, are you there?
Yep.
What cadence was that?
You want to play it again?
You weren't listening. Actually, I should have given it to you twice, shouldn't I?
Interrupted.
Interrupted. Now, I said to Rachel earlier that in a major key, the last chord goes minor, but it could work the other way around. So if you start in a minor and the last chord suddenly goes major, that's a good clue that it might be an interrupted cadence. Right, this one's for Rachel. Okay, we're in E flat major. E flat major. Okay, what do you think about that one, Rachel?
Interrupted.
Correct, because there's a minor chord at the end. All right, and we're going to try one more for Mihak. Okay, this is in G major. What cadence would that be?
Imperfect.
Correct, yes. Very good. Right, now we're going to go on to the grade 8 lads. We have Dylan and Davey. And your extra cadence that you might get is a plagal cadence. This is in E flat. Okay. I'll play it to you again.
Interrupted.
interrupted. I hear a minor
It is.
chord at the end.
Yes, it's a minor chord at the end, so that's an interrupted. This one is in A minor. Again.
Imperfect.
Imperfect is not correct. Dylan?
Plagal.
Plagal, you're correct. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to go back to Dylan with your earlier question. Okay, and I want you to identify the last three chords. Right, so again, I'm going to play you the key chord of E flat major and your last three chords. All right, now I'm going to play them one at a time for you to name them. Here's your key chord again. What's this first chord?
4.
It's got a fourth in the bass, but it's a minor key. Now, chord 4 in a major key is a major chord. Do you know what chord might be minor sounding, even though there's a fourth in the bass, an inversion of something?
2B.
2B, correct. Right, let's go back to Dylan. So there's 2B. This one.
5.
5, almost. This is 5.
7.
Yeah, it's got a dominant 7th in there. And then the last chord you should know from just the theory of an interrupted cadence.
6.
6, good. Right, let's go back to Davey. Here is your key chord of A minor. Here are your last three chords. Now, we established earlier it was a plagal cadence, so that should give you the last two. But the one before, what's this first chord?
1C.
Say again?
1C.
Now, this would be 1C, but I played a different bass note. We've got the right chord in the wrong inversion.
Chord 1B.
1B, good. And then?
4.
Correct. And?
1.
1, that's it. Okay, now I think in grade 7 actually, you have to name the chords as well, don't you? But you only have to do the last two chords. So I'm going to go back to Rachel now. Are you there, Rachel? Right, I'm going to play you your phrase again. And can you name the last two chords? So the last two chords are these two. Now, from theory, you should know that answer without even hearing the oral test, to be honest. What do you think?
I've no idea.
Okay, so we need to know the theory of cadences a little bit. Now, this is something you can study before doing the oral section of the exams. And part of answering this question is really theory knowledge. It is not just listening knowledge or listening skills. Right, can anyone else fill us in? Maybe Mihak. What are the last two chords here? If you've got a tonic of E flat major, and these last two chords. You there, Mihak?
Is it chord 5?
It's the first one, yeah, and the second one?
I'm not sure.
You're not
Is it chord 1?
No. What's a minor chord in a major key?
Chord
1
6.
major. 6. Yeah, it's 5 to 6. All right. And it will always be 5 to 6 for an interrupted cadence.